Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marson here, and apparently we're just supposed to forget about Bayonetta 3, so that way, when we get news about it, we'll be excited. Now, I understand that with this quote, that it was probably said in a playful way to just keep us fans not upset and not always just eagerly waiting for an announcement and just being disappointed because it's been so long, but I gotta say, I think that this response is just not what us fans wanted to hear. I mean, if you take what's going on with Metroid Prime 4, that game, Nintendo came out and was just like, hey, we're having issues with the developer that we wanted to use. We're going with someone else. And yeah, it's going to take a while. That was amazing. That was so amazing to have them come out and say that. With them doing that, at least it's like, okay, we got that teaser with just the title a long time ago. But they came out and said what's going on. There's transparency. It sucks that it's happening, but now we know and we can just move on and just wait. It doesn't change the fact that it sucks, but at least we know something. With Bayonetta 3, I am so confused as to why they even showed that teaser trailer in the first place. Because we would always hear random things about, oh, no, Bayonetta 3 development's going fine. It's going fine. Really? Because I'm starting to think that it's not. Because if it was going fine, how do we still have nothing else on it? To the point where they're saying that we should just forget about it, so that way we can be surprised when there's an announcement. And again, I know. I don't think this was said in a way that was supposed to be vicious or anything, or take it to heart as much as it seems like it's being spun around. Because I've seen multiple tweets of articles on it, and to me it feels like this quote is being spun a little bit to be more, like I said, vicious, I guess. It's tough to word. Maybe not vicious, but it seems like it's being spun in a way of like, haha, screw the fans, but that's not what he meant, I don't think. I think it was supposed to be a playful type of response to kind of alleviate how fans have been feeling, but in my opinion, it did not do that. In my opinion, it's still just making us question even more, okay, what's going on with this game? It's just starting to get confusing to me why they even do these teaser trailers, because at this point, it's done nothing but just hurt the game. Because now, you're going to have fans waiting forever, and when they finally do show this game off, we're going to be expecting probably more than what we were expecting previously, because now so much time has gone by. So let's say the third one comes out, and it has no form of online play. That's definitely going to raise my eyebrows, because I'm going to go, okay, well, this took forever. Why was this scrapped? Because the whole Miyamoto quote about the whole delayed game will eventually be good, and a rush game will be bad forever, or whatever the quote is. That's true, but if this game lacks content, I am definitely going to be questioning it. Because Bayonetta 2 had online, and it was a ton of fun. The currency that you got in the multiplayer mode carried over to the single player mode. That was a ton of fun. Me and my friend grinded that all the time. It was a ton of fun. And there were items in that game that were super expensive, so it was actually worth doing. So again, with this game, with Bayonetta 3, it better have online that's at least on the same level of Bayonetta 2, if not even better. Because again, they're taking forever to do this. And that's not to be insensitive to the fact that things could be going on, but that's where the transparency comes in. With no transparency, we don't know what's going on. Are they just being weird about working on it? Are they just working on other projects? Who knows? Who knows what they're doing? Because they're not saying anything, to the point where we're just supposed to forget it. Again, not to take that too seriously, but it's hard to not go back on that quote when we're desperate for any type of news. For a game to have been announced so long ago, to not have anything to show, nothing, they couldn't have put together just another teaser just to kind of give us a glimpse of maybe where the story could be going, or just to get the fans talking about it and start theorizing where the story's going or what could be happening. I mean, people were already diving into the trailer that we got initially, so they could have just given us another trailer with just a little bit more in it, just a little tiny pinch of something more, and fans would have went crazy trying to decipher what could be happening. And in my opinion, I don't really think that's a lot to ask for. Because if they're not going to give us information on what's going on, then why not just make another teaser trailer just to hold us over? Just to get us to think about what could be happening in the game, in the storyline. I'm not saying it as if they actually owe us anything, because they don't. At the end of the day, they showed a trailer, we decide if we want to buy the game. But I just find it strange on how they're handling it. Because like I said, when they finally show that game off, there's a number of things that could happen with this game that's going to get us to question a lot of things. So take away the online part, what if the campaign's super short? Everyone's going to go, we waited this long for a super short campaign. Whereas if they showed the teaser and then a year and a half the game comes out, people would question that less. I mean, it's still something that would come up if the campaign was short, but it's definitely going to be questioned less than a game that we've been getting no information on, because we're all going to go, why did this take so long then? And again, we have no idea what's going on. I mean, there could be serious stuff happening in that office that we just don't know. Different life things going on, and we have COVID now, so that's definitely most likely causing a big halt in the game. But the teaser was shown years prior to COVID. So from the teaser to now to still have nothing, that's where I'm confused at no explanation. That's why I'm confused about it. Because expectations are just going to keep going up. And to be honest, I think it's not only super smart for Nintendo to do what they did with Metroid Prime 4 in terms of transparency and just letting the fans know what's going on, but it's going to help when it comes to expectation. Because for the people that follow Nintendo, they have seen that update video. And yes, it's still taking a long time to get anything, but at least we're not going to have expectations from the teaser all the way until the release. Because they actually came out and said something. And now we know that, yeah, the game had to pretty much just start from scratch with a whole different company. So I really hope that they said this with Bayonetta 3 because they plan on showing an announcement soon. A part of me really feels like that, because if that's the case, then that was super smart. Because now everyone's talking about it again, and then boom, a month later, here's another trailer. That, honestly, would be super smart. So if we're getting a trailer soon-ish, fine. But if another year goes by and we still have nothing, then I don't understand. I don't understand why they're not saying much about it. I don't understand why they showed a teaser trailer. I just don't get it. And I think expectations are going to be through the roof, and who knows what's going to happen with this game. I'm still excited for it, but I'm very confused as to what's going on. So that's all I really have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about all this. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.